Okay, I'm back. Today we're talking about the clothing allowance. I wanted to come in today and talk about that because there's some discrepancies about who gets the clothing allowance and who doesn't get the clothing allowance, right? I wanted to come in today and talk about that because there's some discrepancies about who gets the clothing allowance and who doesn't get the clothing allowance. So first, there is an annual clothing allowance that some veterans get if they are authorized to do so. So first things first, the clothing allowance can be given for several different things that you have going on. For example, you have a knee issue, right? And you have to wear a knee brace that is directed by VA that you have to have a knee brace. Now there are certain type of knee braces that doesn't allow you to be authorized to clothing allowance. So if you get the one that is predominantly cloth and the metal is in the inside, that one won't qualify you to be able to get the annual clothing allowance. You have to have the ones where the metal is on the outside, and you'll see it. I feel like, because I've had it before, and every time I wear that thing, I feel like Rock'em Sock'em Robot. If you guys remember Rock'em Sock'em Robot. So what it is that this particular knee brace has the metal on the outside, and then it has like some adjusters on it as well. So once you get a knee brace that makes it where the metal is rubbing against your clothing, or any type of brace, right, that makes it where the metal is rubbing against your clothing, then you are authorized the one time that you get it, annual clothing allowance. Now, that's in one situation. Another situation is, say that you have an issue with like a back breakout, or you have something going on where you have to have creams or stuff, and the creams have harsh ingredients in it, and so because they have harsh ingredients in it, it may discolorate your clothing, like your shirts or whatever, right? That is a separate claim. So not only can you get the annual clothing allowance for your knee, but you also can get it for your back, or however many times. There's no set amount. As long as you can prove that the whatever you're being told to use, whether it's a brace or cream or whatever, discolors your clothes, then you are authorized to need the clothing allowance. Now, it's every year. There's a cutoff for every year. So typically clothing allowance are paid out between September 1st and October the 31st, or October the 1st. That's when it's paid out, before the fiscal year starts. But every year you'll get $830.56. Okay, that is the max you can get for that. $830.56. Now, my advice to you guys is, once you do this, you have to do it every year. It's not something that's done on its own. You have to literally submit your paperwork by August 31st every year in order to make sure that you get your clothing allowance. All right, every year. Then on top of that, when it comes to your knee braces, so any type of brace that you have, whether it's a prosthetic or a brace, you have to get it inspected every 2 years by the VA, because they want to make sure that you are using what you have. So if you've been given a knee brace, they need to see that it has wear and tear in it, that you've been using. I mean, besides some wear and tear, they can't really verify, but this is their way they check the block. So whenever you've been given some type of knee brace, you have to get it inspected every 2 years by VA. But your clothing allowance needs to be submitted every year. So the knee brace inspected every 2 years, the clothing allowance every year. You have to do it every year, right? And the form that you use for that is the VA form 10-8678. You can find that on the VA website as well as on the internet, period. You just Google VA form 10-8678, and they have a fillable version on certain websites. Even VA has a fillable version of it, right? On that particular form, you can do more than one claim. So it's not that you have to submit a separate claim for your knee and then a separate claim for your cream or whatever, right? You can put all your ailments on that particular form, and you have to have the date in which you were authorized to either use that prosthetic, use that knee brace, or use that cream or whatever. Because they have to be able to verify, because it's a check and balances, right? So make sure you guys do it. If you think, listen, and make sure they give you a knee brace that will qualify you for the funding. Because if they give you just one of those stock knee braces, like the black ones that have like the Velcro on it and you can't really see any exposed metal, that's not going to qualify you for the funding. You have to have the one where the metal is exposed in order to be able to, show that this is messing up your clothing when you wear it because of the fact that you wear it on the outside of your clothes, right? So make sure you do that. Make sure they give you the right one. Also goes for like if you have to put like insoles in your shoes and it causes you to mess up your shoes because of the way the insole is made or whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, it's about wording. It's about wording and who you chat with, okay? Because sometimes you'll have some VA people that are sticklers, and yeah, I said it. They are sticklers as if the funding is coming out of their pocket. Listen, go get what y'all entitled to, okay? $830 a month, $830.56 a year that you are authorized for any type of prosthetic or any type of brace or any cream that will in any way or another mess up your clothing, right? So don't go in there with your ego. Don't tell them anything is getting better, because nothing is getting better. Everything is getting worse. I don't care what it is.